Before start this video, please subscribe my channel and click on bell icon. Thanks.
When you think of famous unsolved crimes of the past, one name probably always comes up: Jack the Ripper. This ruthless killer wreaked havoc in the Whitechapel area of London back in 1888. He left the police perplexed and taunted them at every turn while murdering multiple women. And yet, despite being scrutinized by both amateur and professional detectives for over a century, Jack the Ripper's true identity remains a mystery. And considering how long it has been since he killed, we will almost certainly never know who was behind that awful series of slayings. But here's the even crazier part: if you're curious enough to dive deep into Victorian history, you'll discover he was far from the only unknown killer out there. In fact, London at the end of the 19th century was a killing ground for many ruthless and violent people. With modern police work in its infancy, murderers roamed the streets and remained unpunished. And it wasn't only London, either. Other urban areas in England suffered from similar waves of unsolved violence. Police struggled to cordon off crime scenes, and detectives lacked consistent methods for finding clues. So the murder sprees of the Victorian era were numerous and shocking. And in this list today, you'll learn about 10 more of them. What follows are some of the Victorian era's other unsolved slayings. Forget about Jack the Ripper, these victims were all murdered in that same time period by unknown assailants, too. Their stories captured the hearts and minds of newspaper readers and citizens at the time. But sadly, their killers were never discovered. All of these unaccounted for killings continue to puzzle historians to this day. Related, 10 disturbing facts about the Victorian dead body trade. 10 The Thames Torso Murders. The Thames Torso Murders. Was Jack the Ripper responsible for more crimes? In September 1873, several gruesome finds were made on the banks of London's Thames River. It all started when part of a human torso was spotted early that month. As the days went by, London cops recovered more body parts: the other half of the midsection, pieces of the lungs, a right thigh, a right shoulder, a left foot, and a right arm. Londoners were horrified. Then, it became even more horrifying when they stumbled upon a scalp with a face still attached. The skull it belonged to was never found. Alarmed, investigators did their best to reconstruct the body. They even went so far as to display the severed face on a butcher block, hoping someone would recognize the victim. The public was asked to help, but nobody had any information. Even a father who suspected it might be his lost daughter couldn't make a positive identification. Thanks for watching. Credits to listverse.com. Please subscribe my channel for more videos.